packages went today, like, yeah, man, here's the 161.50 you owe me. Like, no way I could predict that. But we'll kind of do mine by piece.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just if you guys
like,
want to make, yeah, if you want to make offers and include shipping on the offers, let them know where you're at.
or
We
we can
can.
do it like Gary's as default. You know, I mean,
No, I'm fine with either way. I just want to be upfront about
yeah,
it. Gary was clear. You're clear. If people want to make offers about shipping being included, let us know where you're at. I think that's a good way to
right.
handle everything. Okay, so we got to get into this because we only have about an hour and a half, maybe an
We also
hour.
got the Survivor Series finale in 2 hours, so time's ticking.
That's right up there with The Bachelor in my book.
No.
Okay.
So
No.
for those of you guys that don't know, I'm going to be shipping from just outside of PA, so keep that in mind. And Mike's going to be shipping from Alabama.
Okay.
Alabama.
So take that into consideration if the price is not included, if the shipping is not included in the price. That's all.
Okay, sounds good. Let's jump right into it. To claim you guys, you write the price. We encourage offers. Put a question mark so I know that it's an offer. Everything's priced, analytically, fairly. So we know it's a fair price, but we are taking offers. Let's get going. Michael, why don't we start with you? I'll give you about an informal 5 minutes or so, and then we'll kind of just keep rotating, if that makes sense to you.
Sure. I'll just grab something off the. I guess it's normally I would ask for requests or whatnot, but I don't think we really got that. Let's just grab
I
something.
can tell you your Transformers in particular got a lot of DMs, so if you want
The Transformers are hot.
Yeah.
You want to start with a big boy, a really cool one that is kind of affordable. Here we go.
Big boy, okay.
How about a Megatron? See, that light's not going to get it. Hold on, growing pains here. It's just going to put a big, target right in the center of it.
Excelsior wants He-Mans. All right, we got He-Man covered. I even brought my He-Man cup that I got from Gary back.
Yo, I got some He-Mans. Oh wait, it's dark. It's dark outside. Opening the window's not going to help. This doesn't look bad though, right? You got enough light there, right?
Yeah, that's fine. We see
Okay.
it. I bet it's pristine. It's graded too. So tell us about it.
Cool. I mean, here's the deal. This is a Megatron pre-rub. It is qualified, not sealed. If any of you guys have seen the prices of sealed Megatrons, like I think the last pre-rub went for like $58,000, which immediately put me out of the market. So this one's good enough for me. I guess you guys know what qualified is. It means tape open, sealed content. So everything about this thing is new other than the fact the tape's been cut on the side.
Okay.
So it gets a blue label grade instead of a red label.
You're using the
from
front
AFA.
phone, so everything's mirrored, but you guys get the idea, obviously. It's mirrored. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to flip the camera and show them, or you can continue like this as well. So it's qualified. What does that mean? One side of the tape is open, or both
That
sides,
means, well, both can be. In this case, it's so hard to tell because it's so packed in tight. That one's 100%.
The camera if you're trying to show us something.
No, I'm trying to find out for myself. I think this one's slid on both. It might be. The AFA case is so tight where the tape is, it's hard to tell if it's actually connected or not. But regardless, it's sealed contents in an open box.
All right.
So this is an AFA 70 plus. Box got a 70, window 85, figure 85. I liked it because the roughage is kind of all over, giving it the 70 as opposed to like one horrible piece of damage somewhere. This thing displays great. It was good enough for me. And this takes a $50,000 piece into what I'm going to be asking $4,000.
Oh my gosh, that's great. $4,000. So it's never been taken out of the box. The one of the seems like one side of the tape is not sealed.
One or both. One is open. One is really, really hard to tell.
Okay. $4,000. What gen? That's the original, or what gen is that exactly?
This is absolute first release. This is a pre-rub before the rub sign.
It's like graded already, qualified 70.
70 plus.
70 plus. And what grading company was that?
AFA.
AFA. $4,000.
AFA 70 plus qualified.
You want it sealed? You got to come up with like 50 grand.
No, an extra 40.
All right, that's an awesome piece. Let's put that one up. Let us process that. $4,000.
I got a few more minutes. Let's do a He-Man. Who wants to see He-Man?
Okay.
Let's do. How about a King Rat?
Pre-rub refers to the very first run before They added those hologram
Yeah,
stickers. You get
before that finger rub thing,
we
hold
all
it and
remember
you got to find out if Megatron's good or bad. You don't really know until you hold your finger on the hologram. All right, we're switching to Motu World. King Randor, Wave 6. They waited a long time to make this guy for who is such a prominent character, right? He's in almost every single episode. It's kind of like Prince Adam didn't even get made in the first wave, but he's the main character of the show, basically. But anyway,
Michael, are you able to? I know you want to see us, but are you able to flip the phone by chance? I'll let you know what people are asking.
how about I'll fight through this for this piece, and then we'll switch to Gary, and then
right.
I got to take it apart, and you're going to see some
Okay.
crazy stuff if I
Come closer. Come closer. Then.
Okay.
All right.
But this one's cut and dry. Not a lot to show you. It's an AFA 80 factory sealed. So even if it's inverted, I'll fix that on my next go around.
Right.
King Randor, AFA 80. I got $1,000 on him.
$1,000. So we had a Megatron graded 70 plus, and now we have a He-Man on the board at 1,000.
King Randor. So we'll put him aside. Switch to Gary. I'll fix my camera so it's not so weird. And
okay, sounds good. Yeah, those are incredible pieces to start things off. So 4,000 on the Megatron. I'm a little surprised people are watching that one. That's a really good deal.
Me too.
Field's gonna get you in the 50K world. All right, Gary, what do you got?
All right, let's start off with so I did flip the camera around, so I can't see anything.
Okay.
There's going to be a little bit of a delay on my end, so again, bear with me. For starters, this is a really hard 12 back to get. So this is Green Lantern. This one is unpunched. It is a 12 back, so it has got the original 12 figures on the back of it. It is graded by AFA, and the subgrades are, the card is a 75, the bubble is an 80, the figure is a 90. I'm really looking to move everything today, so I've significantly decreased the prices. So I'm only asking $800 for this incredibly hard to find 8 back. 12
hang on,
back.
before you put it back on the wall, Gary. Actually, for starters, I think it's enough if you show the figure, tell us what the grade is, and if people want subgrades and all that, like let them know the bubble's clear, looks good. It's an AFA what grade?
75.
75 AFA 75 clear bubble, and he's asking $800. Where's the Green Lantern fans? There you go, 800. And if you're just tuning in on the other screen, there's a there's a Megatron that's qualified. It's been the tape is unsealed on the side, but it's never been taken out of the box. It's graded 70 plus qualified for only 4,000 for that piece. That's incredible.
All right, for the next item, and some of you might see this and be like, oh, I remember that piece. So here we have an Aquaman. It is also unpunched with a crystal clear bubble, and it is graded in AFA 80. And the last time you guys saw it, I was asking $1,225. Today, $1,000 takes it home. I can't find these anywhere. I don't know where you guys are going to be finding them, but God, it's so pretty.
$1,000 AFA 80. We're the Superpowers fans. You guys been asking for them. There's an Aquaman and a Green Lantern up there for 800 and 1,000. Okay.
Next up is Flash, also a 12 back. And again, for those of you that aren't familiar, these were released in 3 different waves. This is the very, very first wave, as indicated by the 12 figures on the back. This one is also unpunched. It is also a crystal clear bubble. It is also graded by AFA, and it is an 80. Previously, I was asking $1,000. Now I'm only asking $800.
AFA 80, $800 on the Flash, $800 on the Green Lantern, and there's a Aquaman there for 1,000 as well. If you want to see any of them closer, let us know.
Yep, and then as soon as we flip back to Mike, I'll pan over the stuff that's already up there so you can see it better. I'll show one more Superpowers figure, which will be my last one. and then hopefully Mike is good. We can go back to him, and we'll just keep ping ponging.
I'm good. I think I'm good.
Okay, so here we go. We got a Super Amigos Riddler. It's the only way to get him. He's from Argentina. He's graded in AFA 75. He has a crystal clear bubble. He is also unpunched, and he also has a laser etched piece of acrylic surrounding the bubble that was done by AFA in order to protect it because of how weak the bubbles can be. Previously, I was asking $36.25 for this figure. I told you I am inclined to move everything. Today, special is $3,000.
$3,000. So that's foreign. You could only get that figure in that foreign line, right?
Correct. The only way to get it is from Argentina.
All right. So give him one more look at this. We'll go back to Michael. So here's his first offerings, you guys, is Motu Gafter. He is taking offers. Those are graded pieces. They're all sealed. So let him know. He wants to sell everything. It's a good opportunity. Buy yourself a Christmas present. All right. And let's go back to Michael.
All right.
He started off with 2 bangers, so he has a lot more. There's still that Megatron up there for 4K, which is insane.
There is. Let's start with another couple of cool pieces. How about this is also pre-rub, also before they had the signs. Ravage and Rumble, the 2 cassette tapes that actually go inside of Soundwave. Pre-rub graded AFA 80.
I mean, I don't know if it's the band Megatron. It's the first Megatron, Tony 2 Mil. So I guess it would probably be the band one if they were banned. But Michael, do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I mean they later on they started putting an oranst piece over the gun to make it look less like a gun.
No, Mad Comics, no. These aren't at Walmart, buddy. These are the first movies. All right,
well, I mean they have re-released them. Yeah, this is way different. This is the original 1984 Hasbro Series 1 Ravage Rumble graded 80. Big difference from Walmart. The difference is the value. $2,500 for a pre-rub Ravage Rumble.
What's the grade on that one? I remember those.
80. 80. This is AFA 80 sealed. And we might as well show the counterpart because Soundwave came with 2. Well, didn't come with, but they offered 2 amazing 2 pieces because this one's got Laserbeak in it, and Laserbeak was like Soundwave's favorite. So this one also
Michael,
AFA 80
you're
sealed.
have to get a lot closer.
A lot closer. Okay.
Yeah, like back up a little bit, about right there. And,
find my spot. Yeah. Okay, we're cool.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
All right, so we're talking Frenzy and Laserbeak, also AFA 80 pre-rub. Pre-rub making also a big difference. So here we go. No surprise. Same price. Ooh.
All right, those were those awesome
$2,500
cassette Transformers back in the day. First release. When he says pre-rub, he means first release, you guys.
Absolute first release.
These are so iconic that yes, if you might have seen some of these at Walmart because those are remakes. These are the originals and they're still sealed.
For sure. All right, we'll do another Motu. We have found my spot. We have Clamp Champ, also sealed, Wave 6, 1987, graded AFA sealed 80 plus. Right, 80 plus, and he's an $800 figure. Put that on there.
$800 sealed, and the grade one more time on that.
80 plus.
Nice.
Can you see this?
An 80 plus. In comics, an 80 plus would be, Gary, is it like a 9.4 or better or what?
Oh, yeah.
An 85 would be your typical 9.8. So an 80 plus, you're looking at like a 9.4, 9.6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An 80.
In the toy world, for the most part, an 85 is almost a 9.8. Like 90s are 1 in 1,000. They just don't do them.
Yeah. These are pristine pieces.
All right, one more. Let's do one more and we'll let Gary do. You want to do something fun? Here's something fun. How about a Dunder Mifflin World's Best Boss Cup signed by Steve Carell? bought from a
Yeah.
coffee shop that he owns in Massachusetts, and every once in a while he stops in, signs a bunch of them, and they sell them there.
Come
That's
closer,
cool.
Mike.
A little closer.
Yeah.
Steve Carell done. It still has the paper from his coffee shop he owns and the bag from the coffee shop that he owns, and that's $150. Something
150
cheaper.
bucks. Signed
Maybe
by
get the
Steve
ball rolling.
Carell. Right, 150 first if you want that. That's cool.
Well,
And obviously,
it's a cool
guaranteed
piece.
authentic.
Yeah, it's even. I think at one point I had the receipt, but I don't think I do anymore.
Okay, 150.
We'll switch back to Gary and see if you want. Should I show another one?
Yeah,
Are we
show
good?
one more piece, then we'll go back to Gary. And if you guys saw anything in the preview that you're waiting for, we are taking requests. We can front load some pieces for you.
I'm trying to do a variety of different
Yeah,
stuff
you're
here
doing
to keep
great.
it
You're
to
doing
keep
great.
it kind of interesting. How
Yeah.
about this? Here's the banger we're going to end on. All right. This is a tombstone. It's not an original poster. It would be 27 by 41. This is a copy of the poster. And I bought this signed by Kurt Russell, and it's Beckett certified.
Nice.
I met Val Kilmer in person in Knoxville and had him write "I'm Your Huckleberry" on there and sign it. And then I had it framed up. I'm letting this go for what I'm in it with framing, because you never get your money back out of framing. But you got Kurt Russell, you got Val Kilmer, "I'm Your Huckleberry" on a tombstone poster, $750.
That's awesome. Love that movie. I'm sure
It
a
was
lot of
rough.
other people do.
Val was in rough shape when I saw him. It was right at the mouth cancer diagnosis. It was rough to see him like that, but he still hooked me up, man.
I doubt he's signing. Okay, $125 offer on the Office Cup.
Yeah, sure. I'm not here to play games. Let's just do it.
That is claimed. $125. Alan Jester. So, Michael, you want to write this down? Alan Jester takes it.
I see him, Alan Jester. I got you.
Nice pickup, Alan.
Alan Jester. Got
Alan
it.
Jester. And then somebody wanted to see your Big Bang poster as well.
Oh, cool. You want me to knock that one out really
Yeah,
fast?
let's show that, and then we'll go back to Gary. And anyone
Let's
wants to
just-
see anything closer or have any offers, definitely. Somebody just made an offer and it worked. So thank you, Alan.
All right, here we go. Big Bang Theory poster signed by the entire cast. You got an autograph there. Nope, not there. That's just the Big Bang symbol. All right. This isn't authenticated by anybody, but it really didn't need to be for me to be interested. At the point these were coming out, this is all signed at San Diego Comic-Con. This is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive poster, and it was signed by the cast at San Diego Comic-Con. I 1,000% guarantee these autographs. Anywho, signed by the whole cast, framed up, $200 frame job, $600 takes the Big Bang Theory cast on poster, all framed up.
$600 signed by the whole cast, the main
The
all
whole cast, yeah. You got Jim Parsons. I don't know their name, but you got
everyone on the poster.
you got all five for sure. You got Kaylee Cuoco, Jim Parsons.
$600. You can just take it to JSA. We'll guarantee it's all
I guarantee it.
authenticated.
Absolutely.
Yeah, $600.
There we go. Oh yeah, we can see all that stuff.
All right, a little risky there. Let's do a close up on the Megatron.
Sure. Close up means I need to be right about here.
All right, so we said that this was a 70 plus. It's
70 plus.
qualified. The contents have never been taken out of the box, but it's not technically sealed because one or both sides of tape
Exactly.
are not, intact, but nobody's taking it out of the box. So, and it's 4,000 instead of 50 something thousand.
Right.
So that's as good as it's going to get. It's pre-rub. So first
Pre-rub.
release.
Yep.
All right. You had an early offer on the Big Bang at 400, just so you know, Michael, and we'll go back to Gary if you want to respond to that. Gary, your turn.
Oh, do you want me to respond first?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'd meet him in the middle at 500.
$500, Kyle.
But these things trend to go for 450 unframed. So like 500 be where I'm at.
All right, $500. All right, now it's Gary. Yeah, the cassette tape Transformers are right there. He got both sets. It's first release. They're 2,500 each, not 25,000. 2,500.
Well, either or.
All right, they're the original sets of those cassette Transformers. All right, Gary, your turn.
All right, so let's stay with the autographs right now. And this might look familiar. This is currently up on Elite. I don't know if I'm too close or too far. I'm trying to get everything in here. This is from the Karate Kid video game. It's a Nintendo system experience, and it's signed by both Ralph Macchio and William Zabka. This is PSA certified, and here's the cert also here on the back. It is at a significantly reduced price. I'm asking $550 to get it out the door.
$550, signed by who again?
Ralph Macchio
Uh-huh.
and William Zabka. Johnny Lawrence. Sweep the leg.
All right, all authenticated?
Yes, sir.
All right, one more time, the price on that piece?
$550 is the claim.
$550 takes it. It's framed already. Framed and JSA certified.
PSA certified.
Sorry, PSA certified. Nice.
All right, and here's one more. This one is JSA certified. This is the entire Cobra Kai team. It's all five.
All right, we got a
actors.
claim. This is for Michael. $500. The Big Bang Series claim. It's gonna go to Kyle's Comics 01.
Kyle
Kyle's
Comics.
01 takes it down $500. Thank you, Kyle.
Got you. Thank you, brother.
Nice picked up. So this one's signed by all 5 cast members. Here's the JSA cert here in the corner. It is not inside. It has the JSA label down here in the corner. For those of you that might or might not know, this cast member is no longer with us. He is not going to be signing anything in the near future. And
That's one way to put it.
I am definitely reducing this almost by half. We're asking $850.
$850. I know you guys have a lot to show. I'm just telling you, you should pick up the pace a little bit because we have about an hour.
Got you.
So we got to move. And you guys, if you it goes both ways. If you're seeing something that you're interested in, ask the questions. Got to keep this rocking. Okay.
All right. Next up, let's do everybody's favorite villain. We have a 12-back Darth Vader, which means it's one of the very, very first Darth Vaders. There's a 12-back A, 12-back B, C, D, E, F, even G. This is a 12-back C. This one came out in 1978. It is AFA graded. It is an 80 plus. It is a crystal clear bubble.
Ooh.
And the ask is only $3K.
$3,000, 80 plus, and you said it was how many on the back? What release?
It's a 12-back C.
So translated, that's a what print?
I mean, it's a. I guess you would call it a third release.
It's the third run of the. It's the third print of the first run.
Yeah. Third print of the first run. Darth Vader on the board. That's the original, you guys.
That is OG.
That's the first release there.
Okay, let's throw out a couple of cheap Joes here. Here we have an Airtight. This guy came out in 1985. This is a first release. It is a Series 3 34-back. It is graded by AFA. It is also a crystal clear bubble. The grade is an 80 plus. And this was reduced to $600 from $850. So again,
$600
really
graded 80 plus.
pushing to get these out of here.
What's the grade on the Darth Vader, Gary?
It's an 80 plus as well.
80 plus Angry Mix stuff. That's insane. 80 plus. That's like a 9.4, maybe even better in the comic world.
Next, we have a Roadblock, one of the Series 2 figures from 1983. This is a re-release. This came out in 1984. When I say re-release, I don't mean a Target re-release 40 years later. I mean, this came out the very next year. The first release of this figure had 20 figures on the back. This is the second release. The following year, this has 32 figures on the back. He's got very, very tight legs. You don't have to worry about a busted O-ring. It's got a clear bubble. It's got a Toy City sticker on it.
Hey, Gary, Ali says shut up and hurry it up, man.
AFA 80, $800.
Caddy Kathy over here. Anyone have turtles?
I tell you what, man. Next time I'm on,
yeah,
I'll bring some turtle fire.
I know you have turtles because I've gotten some turtles from you before.
Yeah, I can hook you guys up. Just give me
thirsty for turtles.
Give me a month or so.
All right. Your turn anyway, Michael.
All right, let's catch this up. Let's do it fast. I saw somebody said they wanted to see the Dragon Ball Z piece.
Gary, even when it's not your turn, you can still show things silently. I know you have a lot to get to.
Sounds good.
Here we go. Here's the Dragon Ball Z piece. A little explanation. This is a statue that came with the entire series on Blu-ray. There was a big deluxe set. This is the sealed statue that came out of it. Did take a little ding on the corner somehow. But it's signed by Goku, who is Sean Schemmel, and Vegeta, who is Chris Sabat. I had these signed in person at my buddy's shop in Fort Worth, Texas. So this is as cool as it can get. Signed orange, signed blue. Get out of here. $350. Statue goes for like $150 without the autos. Boom.
All right,
now we've seen that.
Vegeta, the voice actors of Vegeta and Goku, $350, and it's a bust of Goku, or what is it?
It's a bust of Goku statue. Yeah,
is it
you got it.
Sealed?
It is sealed.
All right, $350, signed by both of those voice actors. That's cool.
Here we go, rolling right along. I have a Rogue toy in my collection. It's because I had it when I was a kid. Battlestar Galactica Daggett, ungraded, but in excellent condition. I mean, he's not so rare you grade him, but he's in excellent shape in a custom acrylic. He's a $200 figure. Boom, moving right along.
Yep, Storm Shadow's on the board. There's a Megatron on the board. There's a Darth Vader first release on the board. If you guys like this content, follow Elite Collectibles 11 and show these guys some love, all right? We're looking for offers on this stuff. We want to bring this content, but we definitely need some support because I need to convince these guys to keep coming back. So show them some love.
I mean, here's some love for you guys. This is the piece in the Transformers collection. This is an Optimus Prime, absolute first release, TM logo indicating before it was even a registered trademark, pre-rub, absolute first release of Optimus Prime, graded in AFA 80. This is the piece in the Transformers world. And it is not cheap, but it is a bad-ass piece to add to any Transformers collection. It is $15K or best offer, but I'm in it really close to that.
Right, let's show it off. So this is first release. And what was the grade on it?
80.
80. And I mean, so within the first release, is there a print situation we should discuss?
I mean, there is, and I don't even know them. There's some with like metal cages or metal. Okay. There's weird variants that I'm not too familiar with. As far as I'm concerned, this is the first official U.S. release that doesn't have some weird variant to it. Someone who knows more might be able to tell you. There are variants, but I think they were all like at the same time.
So it's an 80.
It's an 80 pre-rub trademark logo Optimus Prime. Doesn't get much better.
That's incredible.
I tried to bring the fire, man, an Optimus and a Megatron.
No,
those are not two pieces you get an opportunity. That's the kind of piece you see once every 12, 18 months. You'll find one of these for sale, and it's probably not going to be an 80.
That's an 80, you guys. That's like a 9.4. That's a first print. It has a TM logo on it, meaning they hadn't even registered the Transformers logo and trademark at the time they printed that. So they put a TM on it to protect their rights. That's insane. That's super early. That's the first one.
Let's do a trio of Transformers, and then we'll let Gefter go. We'll show all. Someone asked about Bumblebee. Bumblebee, made ridiculously more valuable by the new franchises that have come out. This is an original pre-rub Bumblebee, and the pre-rubs are in their car form. The ones that came out later, he's standing up, transformed as a robot. So this is the AFA 75 plus pre-rub Bumblebee. Ridiculously hard to find. An 85 just sold for $19,000. This is a 75 plus. I'm looking at 5K or best offer. So with that, let's go to Bumblebee's trusty sidekick. If there's two mini bots that everybody wants, one of them is Bumblebee, the other one's Cliff Jumper. They're the two most prominent mini bots. So this is Cliff Jumper. This one's graded a 50 because the bubble has crushing on the bottom. It has since been graded with a bubble protection to stop any more bubble damage, but maybe it's just me, but the beauty about these pieces, when they have bubble damage, the bubble's so small you can't tell there's damage anyway. So I was happy to buy it, and that grade turns what would be like a $2,500 piece into just a $750 piece, and it still displays the same. I mean, from 8 inches away, you can't even tell there is a bubble.
Right.
So boom.
So there's there's some more firepower from Michael's side. Same thing,
one more.
Michael. Yeah, show one more, and then we'll go back to Gary.
One more. This one's cool. This is Bumble Jumper. Some of the serious Transformers collectors might know what this is. This is neither Cliff Jumper nor Bumblebee. It's on a Cliff Jumper card, but when Hasbro bought the rights from Diaclone to make these cars, they bought the mold for this too, which is essentially a penny racer, and they accidentally manufactured them and put them on Cliff Jumper cards. So there's very few of these that escaped, and even fewer that escaped that are still on the cards. This is an AFA 40 for the same reason, right? However, if you know, you know. It's so rare to be on card, the grade's irrelevant. You got a sealed Bumble Jumper, and he is $1,800. And that completes the trio of what's a really cool set to have in your Transformers collection, the Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Bumble Jumper. But he's neither – he looks a lot like Cliff Jumper, but it is definitely not. And he looks nothing like Bumblebee, yet he's still yellow. Anyway, that's enough on those. That's what they are. Gary's turn.
Awesome. Gary,
All right.
your turn.
So somebody I saw was asking about a Soundwave. So I decided to finally let the one in my PC go. This one is graded an AFA 80 plus. It is tape sealed on both sides. It does not have a flap crease. It's got an amazing, love these Toys R Us stickers. Original price was $14.99. There's no flap crease on the back. This is also a pre-rub as indicated by the TM logo. And the ask is $15,000.
I know where I know a guy who has the tapes for those.
I know, how convenient. Also, while Mike was showing, I took the liberty of showing you guys the Skeletor. This is an 8-back Skeletor. It is crystal clear. Let me show you this way. It is a crystal clear bubble. It does have a flap crease on the back. It is unpunched. However, the one thing that you really have to understand about this piece is that this is not your typical Skeletor, meaning this was given to a Mattel employee as part of a promotional archive and was not for resale value. So as indicated on the label, I don't know if you can see it there. It does say, I can't even.
Employee promo, you had it nailed.
Yeah. Mattel Archive Employee Promo is what it is. So there you go. $6,500.
But on top of that, in the Motu world,
Skeletor.
it's crystal clear, which is impossible.
Crystal clear bubble, you guys. So those bubbles, the plastic.
Can't see that, Gary.
You can't see that one?
Yeah, it's off screen, but yeah, that's clear. So a lot of times the Motu, especially they Masters of the Universe, those bubbles get yellow, you guys.
Especially with the 8-backs. You can use that bottom shelf, Gary. You can see it on camera.
See that shelf? Okay.
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
So let me show you another 8-back.
What's up, Greg? What's up, Richie?
This one is a Man-at-Arms 8-back. This one does have a yellow bubble. This one is punched, but there is no flat crease on on this one. This one is also graded by Kaz. It is a 75Y. As you can tell that the bubble is yellow on this one. However, this one is also coming from a Mattel archive. And then in addition to it being indicated on the label, as seen here, there's also a sticker at the top right here that says, for Mattel employees only, not for resale, historic archive product, may not be suitable for child play.
We got Dan's here. What's up, Dan? He wants to know, do you have a graded Ram Man?
I do not have a graded Ram Man on me, but I do have a graded Ram Man that is on its way to me, which we can put up in the next auction.
Okay. All right. Good. He'll give you his Ram Man next time. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
He's been known to Ram Man. Ram Men. Got two of them.
Sticking with the APAC theme, let's go ahead and show you one of my personal favorite vehicles from the 80s. This is the Series 1 8-back battle ram. This piece would launch rockets across the room, and then you could take the front off, and he could fly around on just the jet sled, as you can see there. This one is fully sealed. It does have a flap crease right there, but you can tell that it's the first release because it's only got 8 figures on it. It is an AFA 70, and we're only asking for $1,000. There is an 85 that sold for $22,000 at one of the auction houses a couple of months back.
Okay.
That is
look, any Brainiac, and then Greg, you want to see the bottom row on the right closer. So do you mean the superpower figures? Is that what you're talking about, Greg? Like the superpowers? Is that what you're asking about? That's
so I do not have a Brainiac to answer that question.
No Brainiac, okay. The superpowers that he has, the middle row. So why don't you take the camera over to the superpowers and give Greg a scan. So we have that, what is it, Argentinian Riddler? That's the only release where you could even get the Riddler. That's graded
correct.
already, 75, okay, 3,000. Then you got the Flash. That's the US 80 graded, AFA 80. And then you got a Green Lantern 75. That's AFA also, Greg. Also 800. And then he reduced his Aquaman 80, also AFA graded, to 1,000. So they all have very clear bubbles.
They display
really pristine grades.
So next up, I only have one other Transformer piece to show. It is a Transformers Blue Streak. This is also a pre-rub. It is graded by AFA. It is an 80. It has tape sealed on both sides. It does have a flap crease, as you can see here on the back.
Okay.
It's a good thing you don't display your items backwards. This one I've reduced all the way down to 2,000. And that is...
Do you have any Superman superpowers by chance? Somebody's asking.
I don't.
No Superman. Okay.
I do not,
right,
but I do
show
have...
one more thing, and we'll go back to Michael.
Sure.
And again, if anyone sees anything on either side that they want to see closer, just let us know. Happy to do that. That's why we're here.
All right. So this is one of the ultimate Masters of the Universe Grail pieces. This is a He-Man Wind Raider gift set. It's
now you got
both the vehicle.
Offer. You got an offer, Gary. You ready?
I'm listening.
$2,300 offer on your Vader.
Like I said, I'm inclined to move stuff. I will not ask to meet you in the middle, but I will counter you at 2,500.
Pretty close, Angry Mix stuff. Pretty close. And the grade on that was what? An 80?
80 plus.
80 plus. That's beautiful. All right, come up $200. It's a deal. Michael, your Optimus Prime, the first release, did it have a flap crease on it? Somebody's asking.
Yeah, It's got a flap grease.
Got a flap crease, Fox.
Doesn't look
Okay.
extremely heavy, but it's been pushed down a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead,
So,
Gary.
so this is an 8-back. This is indicated by the 8 figures on the back. It is factory sealed. This is graded by a different grading company. This one's graded by UKG. This is the United Kingdom grading company. It's basically on par with AFA, and it is a crystal clear bubble. He-Man is fully fastened inside. This one is not one that you see often, and when you do, you never see it in this condition. Asking $17,500 for an 80.
All right. Thank you, Fox. All right, let's go back to Michael.
Back to Mike. Let's see.
Still show things, Gary, silently. If you guys have any interest, I mean, there is. All right, we got a deal. $2,500. The Vader goes down.
Nice pickup. Congratulations.
Angry Mixed Up. Congratulations. Angry Mixed Up. That's ANGREEMICK stuff. Takes down the first release Vader. Thank you very much. Nice pickup. Clear bubble too, right? Love it.
Yep.
All right, your turn, Michael.
Here we go. We'll fly through some stuff. We got an AFA 80 sealed spike ore. One of my personal favorites as a kid. Don't know why. Just the one mom bought me. He's $1,000 or best offer. AFA 80 spike ore.
They want you to scan your Joes, Gary, and then for you, Michael, I think Fox wants a close-up on the Optimus.
For sure. Let's check them out.
Is that what you want a close-up on, Fox? We're going to get that started for you. Go ahead, Michael. Start it, and then if he says he wanted something else.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Here's the close-up. Keep in mind that flap crease is considered under the box grade of 75, meaning the rest of it has to be really, really nice to have a flap crease and still grade this high. So, I mean, there is the flap crease on the back. You can see it breaks color across there. You can clearly see. But the rest of the box.
This is the pre-rub, meaning before the hologram rub stickers.
Yep.
And it also is the trademark instead of the registered on the Transformers because it's that early. In the beginning, they didn't have their registered mark yet, so they had to put TM. So that's the first.
Yeah, I mean, the box is so nice that it almost takes that flap crease to not make this thing an 85. But there we go. I think that was a good once around. If you got any specific questions, we can show you whatever you'd like to see. Moving right along.
Your price on that was what?
$15K or best offer.
$15K or best offer, okay.
All right, this is one. I don't know how much your audience is in the Motu. They may just want a Mosquito. What makes this Mosquito special is it's packaged with the Battle for Eternia comic, which really only ever came with Eternia, but a variant somehow got released on Mosquito where that comic was in there. This is an AFA 80 example of a very rare Mosquito, which makes his value a little more than double, being that it has that comic. We are at $1,400 or best offer on this one, but this is kind of like a if you know you know piece too.
It's like a
very hard to find with that comic.
Show the Mosquito, or even if people aren't, let's show it to him. But you remember this guy? If you look at this, this was like he had that blood.
Yeah, you can pump him. There's a variant in another country where the blood's black. That's pretty sick.
Come closer. Show it closer to them. I'm sure if you were alive when this was out, you remember this. This was that cool toy.
Yeah, he's cool.
That's awesome. Was like blood in his chest that you could see.
It would break and get everywhere.
Well, not real blood, but you know what I mean.
Enough to stain a carpet. That's for damn sure. All right, let's do my last Motu piece. Here we go. This is a Battle Cat. Obviously. This one has a striped tail. In the Motu world, that's a huge deal. It only had a striped tail on the very, very first few they made to take them to trade shows and try to push their product. After Battle Cat went into assembly, they stopped painting his tail, so it's just green. This never came sealed. This was mocked up by the guy I bought it from, and I thought it was beautiful. I love the way he did it. He put an 8-back complete, I don't mean to say 8-back, a striped tail Battle Cat, fully complete. Everything's matching, everything's original, just like it should be. But he put it in an 8-back Battle Cat box to make it look as if it shipped that way. Make no mistake, this can never be like this. There's no sealed, there's no box striped tail Battle Cat. It was a loose piece, but this is just to make it display like it does. I mean, and I'm taking a loss on this guy. Striped tail Battle Cat's trend for this without the box that makes it look so cool. So you're at 1.8, $1,800 for striped tail Battle Cat.
If you're just tuning in, there's some crazy pieces up there. There's a Megatron, qualified Megatron, but it's only 4,000. It's the first release. There's a sealed first release Optimus Prime, 15K or best offer. There's, I mean, look at going across the board. There's a lot of superpowers that are graded basically 80 on average. That's like 9.4 or better in the comic world. I think that generally catches people up. Yeah, that's a Gen 1 Soundwave, Brandon. Yeah, that's a crazy piece up on the right at the top. We haven't got to that one yet. All right, keep going, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, between Gary and I, bringing you a pre-rub Bumblebee, a pre-rub Soundwave, a pre-rub Megatron, a pre-rub Optimus, the pre-rub tapes for Soundwave, like, this is truly the bread and butter of a Transformers collection for sure.
Yep.
We'll show one more cheap piece, and I only got 4 pieces left after this, so we'll show this and flip it to Gary. Here's a show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I loved the show. It piddled really fast, but I loved it enough to do the same thing with the Big Bang Theory. This poster was released and signed by the cast at San Diego Comic-Con. They were readily available the following 6 weeks after the show. I bought one, had it framed up. I love the colors. I love the frame job. I love everything about it. But sadly, it has to, I mean, I'm selling it for almost the price I paid to frame it just because the show kind of fizzled. But here you go. I mean, it's a piece of Marvel history signed by the entire cast, and it's only $350. I think I paid like $340 to frame this thing with double matting and the colored frame. And anywho, that someone should pick that up. It's a beautiful piece. I mean,
yeah.
But
that's
that.
So the Soundwave is back, and yes, I've talked to both parties, and in agreement, it's back up and available. So it is available.
We go. There we go. I only got 4 little pieces left, so we'll let Gary rock out some of his stuff.
Okay.
All right, somebody was asking in the comments for some X-Men stuff. The only thing I have even close to that is this set of graded cards from the Marvel Impel series from 1990. Each hologram, there's only 5. You have all 5 here. Each one is graded a PSA 8, and it comes with the Stan Lee card. This actually sold at the last auction. I took a reduced asking price, but nobody can find the guy anymore. So you have 2 sets of holograms here. You have 1 graded set, all PSA 8, or each PSA 8, and then you have 1 non-graded set, all in good condition, and 2 of the Stan Lee cards. And I'm just going to ask exactly what the negotiated price was last time, which was $500 for the entire lot.
$500 for the lot. All of those, the graded set and the raw set and the 2 stands. Michael, while we're going back to Gary, you probably want to take your camera and zoom, like walk it across what you've offered, because
Sure. Okay.
Angry Mick Stuff, who just fought Gary's Darth Vader, wants to see your Megatron.
Whoa.
But yeah, I think
on camera?
What's that?
Is that through my pants or am I taking them off? Never mind. He said he wanted to see my Megatron. I tried to make it.
Gotcha,
Hey, look, you think you know your audience, but apparently not, right?
Gotcha. All right.
Here we go. Megatron coming out.
That's just a different world's nerdiness that didn't strike us the same way. All right,
here we are.
Here's his Megatron, as it were. Mosquitor, looks like you have an $800 offer on the Mosquitor from Steindorf. Thank you, Steindorf.
Let me reply to that. I just recently acquired that at auction for $1,200. I'm cool breaking even, but I think we're probably too far apart.
All right, thank you for that offer. If you didn't hear, that's the rare variant. What variant was that again?
The Eternia mini comic, the Battle for Eternia comic pack in. This is a It's not my turn to speak, but man, this is a really nice 70. Normally 70s look worse than this. This thing display is great. I
All
think
right,
I think I
so
think I
that
showed
one,
the hell out of
the contents have never been taken out. The striped battle cat, Christine, it was just on. Michael's out. You're out of items anyway, so you might as well take like a longer kind of final crack at these. So that is a striped battle cat. Somebody put it in the box that it never came in,
it.
just to make it look
Exactly.
cool, right?
This is the first box. It's an 8-back box in amazing condition. But Striped Tail Battle Cat was only a loose item. But you can open it up and take him out. He's just in here for display purposes. He never came with a rubber banded helmet either. He's just made to look like he came this way. You can
Why don't you
totally
tell
open it up.
Christine about the condition, Michael? She's
Of the
asking.
Striped Tail Battle Cat?
The cat and the box too.
Well, the box is amazing. And the cat's great. He's got a little crack in his back, which is very, very, very typical, like 9 out of 10 typical for striped tails. But his mouth, his paint, I don't know if you can see, but when I took him out, his mouth and his paint are beautiful. Like there is very little wrong with his paint, he's in really, really, really good shape. The box itself, also like, to be honest, the nicest 8-back box I've ever seen, sealed or otherwise.
All right, so again, it came loose originally, but they put it in that awesome original box, which it never shipped in.
Right.
Just so it looks awesome, just like that
Yeah,
display
you can
piece.
you can
Bonus.
totally take it apart and put it back the way it's supposed to be, but why would you? That looks great.
All right, that's 1,800 or best offer done up in that way. All right, Gary, you've
All
shown.
right, so what I was
Just show
showing here,
Okay.
yeah, what I was showing here was a Manny Faces, aka Manny Weapons. The reason why this is referred to as a Manny Weapons is because, as you can see by the burst indicated on the card, that there's an extra set of weapons included inside. There's a whole bag of maroon weapons at the bottom by his feet. Those are the same weapons that are included with Castle Grayskull, except painted maroon. Those are also the same weapons that come with a Wonder Bread He-Man. They also come with Manny Faces. It's a very, very rare variant, and to make it even more rare, this is also right from the Mattel archive. It says, historic archive product may not meet all current toy safety standards. Product intended for adult collectors, not for child play, which is weird. This product is intended for personal employee collection and may not be sold. And then also indicated on the logo here, it does say that it is a Mattel Archive employee promo. Looks like we lost
We
Mike.
lost my.
And and it is graded an AFA 70 plus, and the ask is 2,200.
2,200. So the warning sticker, I mean, I think the only thing that was listened to was no child has ever played with it. That part's true. Everything else violated.
Valid.
All right,
All
let's
right.
use this opportunity when you're on the full screen. Why don't you give them one more kind of walk through everything that's up there so far, because you have a bigger
Sure.
screen right now.
All right, so we have a
Well,
AFA 80
Just
Storm Shadow.
we're gonna let him back on in a second. So yeah, just scan if they're interested. We'll get all into it again. I'm gonna let Michael in here in a second. So just one scan with the bigger screen, and then I'm gonna let Michael's gonna hop on as well. Just giving them an extra look. Well, there he is.
Yeah, trying to take my phone out of the cradle. Bad move.
No problem. And there's that Skeletor. That the Skeletor was an employee release thing. Is that what it was?
That's correct.
All right. So it has a notation that was an employee release. So almost like a file copy in comics, maybe.
I never even heard that term before. A file copy.
Yeah, it was supposed to basically stay in house. So So yeah, Travis, that was an employee-only release on that Skeletor. It says so on the grading label, so it's not the same as other Skeletors, and that's a early release Skeletor, right?
Yeah, it is an 8-pack.
An 8-pack. So the 8-pack.
And I have
first
one last piece to show here. This is a Battle Armor He-Man Battle Cat. Let me get a better hold on this thing. It is a Battle Armor He-Man Battle Cat gift set, also factory sealed, also graded by AFA. It is graded a 75. There's no issues with the bubble other than the fact that it's got a slight yellow tint. It's got a minor flap crease on the back, hence the grade, which is a 75. And the ask on this is $3,500.
Can I just say, so Elite Collectibles 11, so this is like right now you guys are seeing some crazy high-end pieces. I don't know. I'm a big toy collector myself. Let me just share that whenever I go to a toy show, I'm extremely disappointed because I walk in super excited. I see all this stuff that I think is like, OG stuff, and I'm pulling out my wallet. And then I find out that it's just recreation. It's like reproduction crap. And no disrespect, I guess, but like this is not that. So if you know, you know. These are really hard to find. And then these are graded examples. So you have not only are sealed toys like impossible to find, these are like untouched sealed product, which you just don't find. Like it's incredible. We talk in comics, we say rare all the time. They're not rare. This shit is rare. All right. The Megatron. You got a $3,000 offer on it from Angry Mixed Up. Thank you for that offer, Angry Mixed Up.
Gotta be honest, I'd be taking a loss. I'll shoot you my best. 3,600 is the best.
3,600 is the counter there, Angry Mixed Up on that Megatron. First print there. It's qualified because one or more of the sides of the tape is not like intact, but it's never been the components have never left the box. You got a $200 offer on the Goku statue.
Well, I'll tell you what, the autographs were $250. I'll give it to you for $250. That's a serious counter. The statue's free.
That sounds
I came here
like a deal.
I came here to sell something. Let's move the statue.
All right, $250.
I went on a crazy Dragon Ball kick, and it's over.
Oh yeah, who had the NES games?
I got some NES games here.
Yeah, people were waiting for those. It looks like.
Claim
and I got a
250.
claim at the $250. $250. Dre _collectibles _
Gotcha. Let me get him in here.
Dre _collectibles _ takes that down for $250. Thank you, Dre.
Wait, you said just Dre _collectibles?
And another underscore.
Underscore. I thought you said that. That just sounded weird.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got you. We're all banging. All right, well, Gary's still showing. We might as well do this.
And I will say on the Megatron, Angry Mix Stuff bought the Darth Vader as well. So for those reasons, I will chip in $100 from Elite Collectibles end. So your best was 36.
Mhm.
So take it for 3,500 with a $100 chip in from Elite Angry Mix Stuff. Appreciate your support of our pages. And then show these NES games. And then we're gonna. All right, it's done. 3,500. Angry Mix Stuff.
Good purchase, man. Good purchase.
Angry Mix Stuff. $3,500.
I'll tell you, I made $100 on that. I was very happy to have it at the 34 I paid. Hopefully, you're just as happy at $100 more.
Angry Mix Stuff, congrats. Yeah, he's a big collector with fine taste. That's an awesome piece.
Angry.
Oh,
I got my
So that one
Angry
spells it
stuff. I got you. I got you. I found it.
ANGREE Mick MICK stuff. Thank you.
We good. I need to update the price on the Dragon Ball statue, and then we'll do this NES. Dare I try to put you back in the cradle? Oh, here we go. The Cradle of Doom. I had a really nice one. I broke it. Now I got a really bad one.
While you do that, I just wanted to point out that what we're looking at here, I didn't get a chance to speak about this piece. This is a Filmation cell, a celluloid, a celluloid.
That's Orko's cellulite.
From the Filmation cartoon, and a lot of these are on laser printed backgrounds. If you were to take this apart and take it out, this is a hand painted background, which is incredibly hard to find. And behind the matting here is also the episode in which this came from. This is not a copy. This is not a reprint. This is actually what they needed to use to produce the cartoon. Yeah. So this is truly a piece of
shit.
history.
$600. It has the original production cell and their painted background. So that's awesome there. And yeah, the NES games, he's about to show them in a second. That'll be Michael on
Let's
the bottom,
do
right?
them. I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay.
TMNT1. I used to have one of the top 5 video game collections in the world. I literally bought my home with the money, some of the money I made from selling it off. You should see the items I used to have. It's insane. But anyway, TMNT, complete in box. This is a very nice box. Has a little crease here. But anyway, I don't think you guys care too much. It is just a very, very solid, well-displaying box. I think it would grade an 8 if you sent it to CGC. It is complete with a beautiful cartridge because I was going to get these graded, and I finally decided I don't want to do that anymore. It's got a very, very nice manual in here. Very crisp, very clean. I don't know if you can see that. Very nice manual. This thing should grade like an 8.5 if you send it to CGC. It's a really, really, really nice copy. And I'm letting it go for exactly what I paid. I'll be surprised if you ask to see this and don't want it for the 125 I got on it.
Right, 125 real quick. Right, 125 real quick, or that one's coming to California. Right, 125 real quick. All right, we can move on to the next one because that one's.
Let's do it. Boom.
I can guarantee you it's gonna sell because one way or another it's sold.
It's a really, really, really solid copy.
All right, $125. It's sold.
Let's see. Who am I putting down?
It's gonna go to order_66_comics. Order_66_comics. Thank you.
We're good. Now we got this one's far superior of a game.
Oh my gosh, this is the game that we thought we were buying when we got the first one, but the first one's iconic itself.
I have this. I mean, if you don't have one, go out and do whatever you got to do to spend the $500 to get the arcade 1-up version. Yep. It is every bit as fun. $500. Get a riser. I mean, it's. I have one 8 feet away from me.
Yep.
But this is the original. This box may even be nicer. This is a beautiful copy.
So this
Let's
is
check out this.
It's more. This one's more similar to the arcade version you're talking about, but it's actually like its own unique game. It's not even the same game as that.
Yeah.
But this is just.
It is. It's the same as the arcade game. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple level variants, but as far as gameplay,
it's different, man. But it's like it has that feel that we thought we were going to get. The first game's like a cluster. It's not even supposed to be a Turtles game.
Yeah, this is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Everything you wanted the Ninja Turtles game to be when it came out, that's what this is.
Several claims on it. Several claims. It's going to go to Excelsior Slab.
Who's buying this?
Excelsior Slab.
What?
Takes it down. $100.
When did I say it was $100? They saw the sticker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't mess around here.
But before you do, there is no manual. It's well worth $100 without it. You can pick your manual up for $10.
Excelsior Slabs, who dat? You didn't let him finish. It has no manual, so Excelsior.
Got a beautiful box,
I'll
beautiful
let you
card.
confirm you still want it. If you don't want it, who dat? you'll have second crack at it. He says it's cool. So Excelsior Slabs still takes it at 100. Thank you, Ali.
Excelsior. I'm gonna start bringing you guys TMNT figures and NES games. I gotta learn the audience here.
Excelsior Slabs. You bring us Turtles and NES games.
All right, don't sleep on it. When I show up with a truckload of that shit.
I mean, you guys do realize that you guys brought some crazy, rare, high-end pieces. Obviously, if we get some of the more, affordable pieces, there'd be a lot more action. There's lots of interest, but these are
these are big boy pieces. But I mean, if we're learning that you want more affordable, cool stuff, I can do that. I can trade all this high dollar stuff for some stuff to bring you guys.
After, do you still have the clear Faker with Ordeal Mini, and somebody wants to see the Striped Battle Cat again? All right, and no mask tonight. No mask tonight. Comic Book Club.
No. Here we go. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, first release. For those that don't know, when you have an oval like this, that indicates a first release. I'm sure you're probably where are the other ones? After the second releases often bear the white seal of quality.
Well, no, on Mike Tyson though, isn't you have to look at the don't you have to look at the bullets though? The white
you can.
Bullets?
Yeah, you can. This is I shouldn't say this is a first. This is an earlier.
It's an earlier.
Yeah, it's probably like a 2 or a 3. The first had white bullets, and that didn't last very long. Right.
Ruben knows his stuff.
Right. This is just an earlier release. It's not the later reprint.
Fair.
Ooh. And it has the matching carts. It does not have the letter from Mike Tyson, but it does have a manual in here. Dun, 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 dun.
But I think,
boom.
Actually, for grading, I mean, they'll indicate if you have the letter in there, but I think they'll still give you complete and without
it makes.
Letter.
I've graded a few of these, and if you get the letter, it just simply they'll grade the letter and say it's in there on the back of the label.
Right.
Like it doesn't even come into consideration of the big grade you're going to get on the front.
Correct.
So there we go. We got him at $350. $350 is a pretty solid deal on a complete in box Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
All right, $350. Early release Mike Tyson, and later on, they actually ended up dropping Mike Tyson, and they replaced the character in the game as well.
Mr. Dream.
When he got into his legal issues. Even
worse, on Sega, he was supposed to have the game that came out. Buster Douglas Boxing was supposed to be Mike Tyson, and they scrapped his ass at the last second.
Did they scrap him because he lost, or did they scrap him?
Yes, they scrapped him because he lost that fight. Everything was done. The deal was done. The game was done. He got beat by Buster Douglas, and they were like, yeah, never mind, Tyson. Yo, Buster, you want to be on this game? And that's exactly what happened. All right, I have one piece. I don't even know if anybody wants anything Thundercats. If they do, I have other stuff we could do another day. But this is an insanely hard piece to find. I just happen to not want to collect the accessories anymore, but finding this in English on a U.S. card.
Come a little closer. There's some glare, so hold it vertic straight up. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Good Thundercat energy pack. These like strapped onto the back of your characters to put some big missiles behind them. But if you're a Thundercat collector, you probably don't have this. It just depends if you want one or not. This is very hard to find. But it's a $500 piece. I paid like $490 for it on eBay when I wanted it. I was just going to move it along.
Michael, as you learn this audience, here's a few pointers.
Sure.
It's an interesting decision for you to show up your first time and sell us Thundercat strap-ons.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You should see my Chitara outfit I wear when I usually handle my laser saber toy.
Okay, all right. It sounds like he has other Thundercats.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're interested, maybe you can name them out. Do you have them with you?
Yeah, but let's do that another day. They're all over the place.
Okay.
But we can talk about it. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about
selling the NES games. And then the frames, the Karate Kid pieces, they're signed by basically everyone in their respective photos. The Punch-Out, the Steindorf, the Punch-Out does not have the letter. It has everything else. It doesn't have the Mike Tyson letter.
Legit, a letter's $80. A nice complete copy like that's like $450, $500. You're right on point. And then, in all honesty, I'd probably take $300 for Punch-Out and let you be in it well with equity. Somebody wanted to see the striped tail. Here we are again. I mean, what you really need to see, if someone asks me to take it out, I'll take it out, but the paint on his face, like normally the teeth are worn, and they're not bright white and fully painted like they are. and these are absolutely beautiful. His face is beautiful. His eyes have pupils, which they later omitted. I mean,
So
it's a
what is the
beautiful
deal with the
example.
striped battle cat? How did you get that originally?
I mean, I don't know. The theory is that Mattel used them to market, hey, look, I made a battle cat out of a big gym tiger. Check it out. We're going to make this part of the He-Man line. Same way you got a blue.
You didn't
Same way you got
grade
a.
it. It's not
Same.
graded, right?
No, you can't. No.
No.
Someone says they have a sealed one, but that doesn't even make sense. But
Yeah.
so
So Excelsior,
let's just say that
it's not graded. If somebody took
no,
a really nice striped battle cat, put
and
it
put
in
it
an original release box of the regular battle cat just for display purposes. So that's
right.
what's going on there.
You can
It's
totally
not-
take him out, take him apart, and have a striped tail battle cat. You can send it into CAS, get him to grade it loose. You can do whatever you wanted. I just think this is the best way to display a striped tail battle cat. Oop. All right, you want me to take a quick tour through and see if there's any
You
more
should, but
questions?
I think, Gary, you have about 15 minutes, so I want to make sure you present everything you want to present. I mean, you have around 70 people in here. He's taken offers, he says. That's that screen in particular. He's very motivated. He's indicated that. So if there's anything on his screen that you are interested in, give him some offers. We're going to do a comic sale in about 15 minutes on Elite Comics 11. So, if you see any of these items that you're interested in, take your shots.
Yeah, now would be the deal time. I'll show mine just like Gary's showing, and hopefully a question will arise.
And then, next time, this is for like the high-end collectors, super high-end. I think next time, let's try to bring something for all budgets. These are really.
I took a cue from your last auction, and it seemed like high dollar Transformers was the market, so that's why I tried to
know
bring.
for sure. That they love it, but that's not everybody.
It's not today.
The holograms.
The NES games, Tony, they all sold except for early print Mike Tyson. It's complete in box. It doesn't have the letter, but it has all the other components. He said he'd take $300 for it. I think
Somebody was
technically
asking
would be
about.
considered a second print.
Somebody's asking about the Marvel cards. You get 10 holograms. 5 of them are graded PSA 8 and come with these stands. 5 of them are ungraded and in really good shape. And you get 2.
You still have the clear faker with Ordeal Mini?
Yeah, but that was never pictured. That was just part of my collection.
Okay. So, Blinding 90s, he still has it, but you want to DM him. It's not part of the sale.
This entire lot of Marvel Impel cards from 1990 Series 1 is only $500.
500, you said?
Yep.
Okay. That's for the 10 graded, the 10 raw, and then the 2 Stanleys.
It's 5 graded.
Oh, 5 graded,
raw.
5 raw, sorry. 10 total. And then the 2 Stanleys.
Correct.
Super high grade on the raws as well. Okay. All right, that's enough time on that. Let us know. That's the Series 1 hologram set. And then, is this the final pan over? Have you shown everything that you brought, Gary?
Yeah, I have some WWF figures en route.
Okay.
As Mike said, he's got some TMNT figures en route. And I believe right after the new year, we should be stocked and ready to go for another one.
Sweet.
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
This is pretty much last call, you guys. The SIGs are, so one of the Tombstone piece, one of the signatures is authenticated. The other, Val Kilmer wrote, "I'll be your Huckleberry," I'm your Huckleberry on top. That one's not authenticated, but it's guaranteed. And,
Yeah, I got that one in person.
Kurt Russell
Russell's
is authenticated.
He's probably a $300 autograph these days.
And how much are you asking for that piece again?
$750. Let's call it $700.
Yeah.
I'm in deal making mode.
Here's a fair offer, probably $275 on the punch out.
$275.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get rid of it. That's fair.
Costa _ mainline
Oh,
Takes
hold
it
on.
down.
Costa Main. I'm gonna bring you guys
Costa
NES
underscore
games.
mainline. Costa underscore main line. Hey Gary, you still have your Wonder Bread He-Man?
I don't. That's
That
all.
one's sold. Okay. What's the grade on the FCF Shredder? Who had an FCF?
I did. I showed it just for the hell of it to show you guys I can get some turtles. It's a 75. It's a Fan Club Flyer shredder, which is insane in the TMNT world.
Is that for
They,
sale?
no, I was just showing.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
like legit.
it's always
It's a.
dangerous to sell things, show things you're not.
I mean, it's a
selling.
$10,000 turtle. It's that rare.
Yeah. No, I've never seen one actually.
Yeah, the flyers were only supposed to come in the 4 turtles, but there's accidental inserts in some of them, and getting them authenticated by AFA is pretty damn tough.
So in other words, you're saying it's $10,000.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, getting that flyer in there, it takes a soft head shredder
Just to
from
be clear,
$800
you
to 10.
You would sell it for $10,000.
Yeah, I'd sell it for $10,000.
Right,
But it would. I mean, I paid $9,000 for it. I need.
All right, the close up on the sound wave, Gary. You covered that one.
Yep, just did that one. Let me show you the back and the sides as well.
That one's pristine, right? What is it? AFA what?
AFA 80 plus.
80 plus, first release.
Go ahead, Gary. Start discounting it. I might start bidding
Toys
on it. I got some tapes
R
over
Us
here that need a
sticker.
daddy.
How cool is that Toys R Us sticker? Love it. No pre-rub.
Pre-rub.
Right, we got about 8 minutes, you guys. No TNT scratch.
I mean, I
JC.
can get you one. I had one in my house 3 days ago.
Sounds like we're gonna have a heavy turtle sale with Michael in the new year, so that's gonna be that'll
Yeah,
go
I mean,
really well. Michael.
you guys tell Ollie what you're looking for. I think Gefter and I are the two that can find that stuff, and we'll bring you what you want.
I've asked them for a Turtles and Hasbro WWF.
I had an entire run of Hasbro WWF, but at one point, like waffling them became big, and I was tripling up on every piece, someone running waffles for me, and I was printing money, so I let them all go. Street Sharks, okay.
That's okay. SNES. They'll keep an eye out for that. Any other requests for either on the board or for next time? Trying to bring you guys what you want. I mean, I do realize we'll try to focus on some different price points for the next one. That's some feedback I have, because not everyone can play at the high end levels. So that'd be good. And then Dino Riders, Travis, yeah. Ghostbusters, Dino Riders, Sealed and Humanoids. So
quick question to Travis on the Dino Riders. Are you looking for any Dino Rider? Are you looking for Ice Age? There's a few different releases, different series. I want to know which ones you're looking for. I don't want to buy some specifically for this auction.
I think he wants my Dino Rider specifically, which is a Torosaurus sealed. Yeah. Here, I'll show you. Dude, I showed him this. So you guys think I'm not a toy collector? Where is it? There it is.
Look at that.
Sweet, I remember that.
See, you think I'm kidding?
Non-graded Motu? Oh, okay.
These
Gary, don't you have some non-graded Motu on you?
I got some right there. I got a Jitsu, a Clawful, a Mechanic, a Whiplash. These are ungraded. They're all pretty cheap.
Yeah, I got a beautiful Webster ungraded sitting behind me, $400. I purposely tried to. This sale didn't go like the last one. Last time it seemed like people wanted high-end Transformers, high dollar stuff, and now it seems like I should have. Maybe changed up my assortment.
You know what changed? We got closer to Christmas.
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps. But my theory on that is, if you got money to buy a $15,000 toy, you got money to buy Christmas presents and a $15,000 toy.
That's true. That's true to some extent. Let's see. Would be cool.
Let's see
Marvel
the Webster.
Sure. Yeah, Dino Riders. How cool are Dino Riders?
Look at that. Just got that in.
So let's answer their question, you guys. People that were asking for Dino Riders. Any particular Dino Riders you're interested in? Because I'm sure they don't want to go source the characters that you're not looking for. Yeah, and I agree. Angry mix up. Yeah, a balance of different price points, always the way to go. Correct.
This is a really, 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 really nice crystal clear.
Somebody was asking earlier about some.
Oh, True Shaman wants a close up on the pictures at the bottom one more time. That's for Michael.
Of what now?
The pictures, the two
on the sign. Okay.
I don't know actually. Are you talking about which pictures? The Karate Kid?
Close up on the pictures at the bottom. Yeah. Well, we'll both just do it and not have to worry about it.
Yeah. They're all pretty much signed by everyone pictured, and we can get into the details if you're interested. They're all framed already.
This one's framed awesome, I thought. I felt really weird picking out this frame. It's like that's like leather. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the right frame though. That's awesome.
So just to give you guys an update as to what's coming in, there are WWF Hasbro figures, there are TMNT figures, there's some more Chuck Norris figures, Rambo figures, there's some more Secret Wars. There's a lot of Secret Wars coming. There's more Motu. There's a couple of ungraded superpowers and some Joe vehicles. All of that is what's currently en route.
Yeah, my sense is that there's interest in everything except, I think, particularly I haven't heard a bunch of interest in Motu, surprisingly. I love He-Man, but I haven't. Secret Wars definitely requested. Hasbro, WWF requested. Dino Riders, it sounds like the earlier releases, so not Ice Age, first and second series kind of things. Any particular ones, let us know. We're going to end the stream in just a few minutes, you guys. So last call. Any offers on any of this? Any questions on any of it? Let them know. This is going to be the final scan. We'll come back with a different offering in the new year. Turtles heavy for sure, and hit some of these.
The guy who wants these is one of the biggest turtle collectors I know. So I'll just make a deal with them and just kind of do the community a solid and kind of break even on these and bring turtles and pass them out.
Yeah, no, I think your turtle sale will go really well.
Oh man, I mean, talking stacks of undercovers.
Also,
and
just
stacks of
FYI with this audience too. I know it's not, maybe it's not your wheelhouse, but like it seems like they're totally willing to buy these raw, ungraded as well, if that makes things easier for you guys.
Yeah, I thought it would be just the opposite, but okay. Yeah. Totally cool. You guys want nice examples without the graded premium.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, get it.
Because again, if you're after an 80, you know exactly why you're after it because it's pristine.
I get it.
But yeah, the price tag, not everybody can pull the trigger.
I got you.
That Optimus is
badass. I'm not sad it's not going anywhere. Like it would have broke my heart if somebody claimed it, to be honest.
that Optimus is badass, Patrick.
That one will go back in my collection, and I'll trade the 4 or 5 other ones I got, and we'll get some turtles. Is an 80 like a 9.8? Definitely not. More like a 9.4. 9.2, 9.4. And when you look at these toys, don't think 80 is out of 100, right? I mean, like, because there is no 100. There is no 95. There is a very rare 90. It's like a Comet getting a 10. Like, 1 in 1,000. For whatever reason, they'll put a 90 on it. So 85 is like dead mint. Like, if you look at it, do I have an 85? Certainly I do.
Somebody's asking about the prices on the ungraded Motu Mox. 300, 300, 200, 300. Nope. 2233.
All right, so 2 to 300. Are you interested in some of those ungraded ones? Yeah, we're gonna call this sale in about 5 minutes, you guys.
Like an 85 is near mint plus. I guess 90 would be mint. It's really different if you're used to looking at comic grades and trying to, like, in your mind, I hope you don't think it's an 8.5 because toys just don't work like that. Like an 85 is like the prize. That's what everybody wants.
The thing that always gets me between comics and some of these other collectibles, like sealed collectibles, is if you think about a comic, like theoretically, you could consume the comic, you could read it carefully. Somebody could have put it away, totally read the comic, just took care of it. You could press and clean it. You could get a 9.8 or better. Think about these sealed toys, sealed games. You can't consume them at all. You had to like literally just leave them untouched and not use them at all. And that's the only way, obviously, they're still sealed. That's a lot harder to find than something that was never, it's obviously not sealed. So that's why, it's tough to find this shit. That's the takeaway. Like you can't.
Well, the takeaway is knowing your audience, right? So now that we have a better understanding of what it is everybody's actually looking for, we can gear up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I got a crazy passion for toys. I wouldn't mind doing this, once a month, once every 6 weeks, and basically take requests for toy lines, and then I can try to make it happen. I enjoy just the hustle, even if I make 10%. It's just fun.
Let's definitely do that Turtles thing, that Hasbro thing. We talked about Gary as well. Let's work on that for the new year. You got an offer, Gary. Angry Mix Stuff. He bought your Darth Vader. He's offering you $17.50 for your Storm Shadow.
Yeah, let's do it.
It is done. $17.50. Angry Mix Stuff. Angry Mix Stuff takes it down.
Damn, that's a steal. That's a steal. I know what Gary's in that. And he just took a hit. I don't know why he said yeah. But yeah. Hey, good for you, bro.
Angry Mix Stuff, good for you. Going to a great home.
I think Gary even traded some up.
Motivated to move.
Last call. You see, Gary's motivated. Don't be jealous, Wayne. He made the offer. It worked. Any other offers? We're going to have to end the stream. I got to hop over on Elite Comics 11. We're going to start a massive comic sale.
Cool.
I know there's comic people in here too, but this is an awesome, different collecting world that I'm very thankful Michael and Gary brought to us today. So,
we'll do it again. Man. I appreciate you letting me give it a run.
Yeah,
of course.
Thanks for letting us come on.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
All right.
I can't wait. I can't wait to do Turtles. I have a feeling it's gonna light up.
It'll go crazy.
Well, we're kind of outgrowing the Motu generation. You got to be like 45, like me. Like the people that are 35 to 40 want the TMNT, and I got you. I got it.
Bring Turtles. It'll go well. Even if I end up buying them all myself.
I'll get you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Brother, I appreciate it, guys.
11. Thank you, guys. Take care.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.